I thought I'd take you around and show you how I go about grabbing plants that I want to take indoor for a bouquet. You don't need a stunning variety, but when you put them all together, they are fairly stunning themselves. What I have in my hand is a bucket full of cold water. That's one of the ways that you can keep them fresh until you get into the house, especially if you're going to be walking around for a while, and I always get distracted, so I'm on to other things. So I will probably cut a stalk of daylily, and I see I have some lovely pink phlox here, and what you want to do is you want to strip off the bottom leaves, because those are the ones that if you put them in the water, they will become pretty smelly in no time. So I'm going to take a couple of those, and then I'm going to grab a couple of cleome over here. They always make excellent long cut flowers. The only thing about the cleome is it's got some stickers, so stripping off isn't quite as easy as it is with the other plants. So you want to take care when you're doing that you don't hurt yourself. And I've got some more down here. I like the darker colors, so I'll get some of those. So I'll head on down here. And the thing about the cleome is you can cut off and harvest the larger leaves, or the larger growth plants, and they just keep coming up the side there. So it's no hardship to the cleome. They just like Energizer bunnies. They keep coming and coming and coming. Okay, I'm going to also add a little, I've got another daylily that's blooming over here. This one's only going to last another day, so I'm going to harvest that and put it in there. And I also have some balloon flower, so I'm going to take a sprig of that. You can just cut off the ones that are not as vibrant anymore. So I'll take that, and then I'm going to head back to my hydrangea. I have a huge Annabelle hydrangea with some big poofy white flowers, so I'll get those. So come along with me. Then the other thing is I love the foliage of the hosta plant, and they make great backdrops. You can just plop a couple of those in there. And they've got great coloring. See how it brightens it up already. And oh, over here, I have my coreopsis, which is starting to wane a little bit. So I will find a nice frothy couple of fronds and stick those in there. They just make lovely little accent plants. And you want to try and make them as long as you can when you're cutting them off. If you have them at approximately the same height, then you can trim them to however large your vase is. I'm going to even catch some of my oregano here, which flowers beautifully. Here's the bouquet that I'm going to create. Now, obviously, it's not arranged in any way, but these are just a sampling of the things that you can put together from your yard that will make a gorgeous display. These are the Annabelle hydrangea, and then I did capture some Japanese painted ferns, phlox, daylilies, and don't forget the foliage. These are ligularia and some hosta leaves, and you can do an incredible display just from leaves and a few flowers that you can find in your garden. So all of it adds up to spectacular. The wonderful thing about butterflies is that it's almost like they see you coming and they know that you will enjoy the display that they can put on when they open their wings. And this butterfly is no exception. I know he's just getting a little snack, having some lunch of the coneflower's nectar, but it just looks like he is letting us know how beautiful he is, and that no one should ever harm something so beautiful. I know they're in the process of tagging monarchs because they make a huge migration from here all the way down to Mexico, and so they want to do some studies and kind of keep track of that process. I won't tag this one. I'll just let him be. Now I've gathered all the flowers, and what I'd like to do is just put together the bouquet for you and to mention a couple of things. So I'm going to cut off some of the bottom leaves, and I'm also going to make this just a little bit shorter. The other thing about hydrangea is it's a woody stem. So what you want to do in order for it to take up water, you have to smash the bottom so it can bring water up to the bloom and not die right away. So I just have a little bitty hammer that I do that with, and I'll do that with both the hydrangeas, and I will use them as my focal. So I know it seems so cruel, but it actually helps them to take up the water, and they'll dry that way as well. So I'm going to take and position the larger leaved and put the ligularia in there. And this one's a little long, so I'm going to take that off and put in my daylilies. That one's a little long too. And add the ferns. The ferns, they actually look good either direction because they've got the red on the bottom, and then they've got the red inside the leaves as well. So you can position it either way, and taking, again, the bottom leaves off so they're not setting in the water. And I'm using a really heavy vase so that when the flowers are a little top heavy, if the vase is not heavy enough, it can tip over, and you don't want that. So I'll add, I like the hosta leaves reflecting off of the the hydrangea. And this is one of my foliage plants. It's called Artemisia, and it's got great color and will add texture to it as well. And then we have the clematis, or the cleome, that I think I'll use as a focal point there, and hang the balloon flower in the front. And like I said, I'm even using some oregano, which blooms beautifully, has great flowers to it. And balance this off on this side. I think I'm attracting some butterflies over here. Lovely little tiger swallow that they love the phlox. I hope he comes back, spends a little more time with me. And then some coral bells. Those are light, airy little flowers. They're at the beginning of every show that I have. So they are real. They're mine. I'm going to cut this off just a little bit more. And then the signature phlox. I added some white phlox because the white is an underrated color. It just is so pretty and adds a lot of texture. And this is, it's called snake root, or semicifuga. It's got a nice upright shape. So put those in there, and also have the coreopsis that I'm going to weave in here. Taking shape nicely. One more cleome. Oh dear, I broke off my daylily. Oh well. And two more phlox. Some shape there. And the last of the daylilies. All right, nice color, nice texture. Just a great little bouquet for in the house, and it'll last at least a week. Just change the water on it daily, because that's what makes it go sour real quickly, is if you don't change the water. So I change the water daily, and I use cold water. If you use warm water, it usually makes the plants open up. Like if you're looking to open up a rose quickly, I would use warm water, not hot, but warm. And but if I want the flowers to last for a while, I'll use cool or cold water. So here's a little bouquet I can share with you from my garden.